Hi, I'm Richard Anderson. I'm a Nevada County resident, but I reside east of the Sierra Crest in Truckee, where I've lived for the past 25 years. I am deeply honored to be receiving the William Nickerl Award for Conservation Leadership. Why am I receiving this award? Because of a trail called Pines to Minds. Here's the story. I was elected to the Nevada County Board of Supervisors in 2012. I represented Eastern Nevada County, a huge area populated mostly by trees and critters and granite. My electorate was largely in Truckee, an hour's drive from Nevada City, with the Sierra Crest in between, serving as a psychological and physical barrier. During my first term, it became clear that we were a county divided by distance, by that hour's drive, and this distance, in turn, led to ignorance. People in Truckee were, by and large, wholly unfamiliar with West County communities because they rarely had a reason to travel there, and vice versa, with West County folk not knowing the character of Truckee. We shared no newspapers nor much else. It's a sort of ignorance that can make efficient and fair governance very difficult. So how does one overcome this distance, this ignorance? Well, one way is by literally bringing people together. Truckee is very much an outdoors community, and it had gone through an impressive expansion of its trails network while I was serving on Truckee's town council. Perhaps trails could help suture together the two sides of the county while also providing their obvious quality of life benefit. I convened a meeting of trails advocates from across the county. I think we had 15 to 20 people present for that initial gathering at the Root Center, everyone from high school bike racers to the Sierra Club. The advocates were interested, even excited. The initial goals were simple: get to know each other as people, get to know the objectives of each group, and begin discussing ways by which we could collaborate with each other. Fairly quickly, we had an aha moment. Why not create a trail that connects both sides of the county, from Nevada City, say, to Truckee? Eyes lit up. Maps came out. Hey, 2/3 of our Truckee to Nevada City trail was already in place with existing trails. All we needed to fill was a 22-mile gap in the middle. Again, eyes lit up. We cannot not do it. The trail's name, Pines to Minds, came from the late Janet Phillips, the visionary behind the Tahoe Pyramid Bikeway, and one of our participants. Pines to Minds. It's a trail that inspires the imagination. Those three words span the width of the Sierra Nevada range. They highlight as well West County's Gold Rush history and East County's mountain forest character. And they hint at the adventure that a trail like this provides. I'm happy to say that after nearly a decade of analyses and negotiations and approval processes, nearly a decade of starts and stops and enthusiasms waxing and waning and waxing again, construction of Pines to Minds is ready to begin. My role was a minor one, as instigator, igniter. So I dedicate this award to the people who were instrumental to the trail's creation. The advocates and the heavy lifters of the Bear Yuba Land Trust, the Truckee Donner Land Trust, the Truckee Trails Foundation, the Bicyclists of Nevada County, the Gold Country Trails Council, and Nevada County and the U.S. Forest Service. In addition to the trail, we have formed a solid set of relationships between the two sides of the county. Mission accomplished. A final word. This trail is important to me. Heck, all trails are important to me because I am a conservationist, a preservationist, and environmentalist. Those are words I would never use while serving as supervisor. They were just too politically divisive. But my heart belongs with the wild world, and trails are the means for traveling into the wild. For many of us, the natural world is just wallpaper for our lives. It should be more, and for the sake of our species, it must be more. The poet Mary Oliver once wrote that affection is the beginning of devotion. Affection is the beginning of devotion. The natural world needs our affection, and affection is best ignited through attention. Walk a trail with curiosity, even humility, as simply a creature in fellowship with other creatures. Walk it with your eyes and your heart wide open. Pay close enough attention and the world around you will blow your mind. We are surrounded by the miraculous. Learning this begins with a single step, and then another and another.